Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Glorious E, Patricia Epperson, Luella Shurenzi, sorry. Hi, Greg Dixon, Real Unconditional Love Tarot. It's in the music, Diana, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Today's Friday, so those of you who are still doing the corporate hustle, as they say, this is your happy day. Having said that, it seemed like Hillary Clinton yesterday did very well, and I was not surprised. Like I said the day before, I wasn't worried about her. And hi, Mystic Hummingbird. And I feel that Bill is going to do the same. I mean, he's a very smart guy too. So I'm not worried about any of those people, how they're going to do. And the next major concern, and we should be concerned, is the Netflix dropping out. I mean, I believe Netflix made the right decision, okay? I'm not a financial expert or however those things work, but intuitively, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's down, volume, yeah, thanks.
Yes, I'm not sure. I think they made changes this morning. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay,
Bye. Sorry about that, friends. They made one Sunday, and I didn't think they were going to make one today. Obviously, they did. Okay. But yes, intuitively, I feel Netflix made the right decision. And I do understand the argument of analysts who are saying it's bad because, yes, Trump wants to slant and win everything. He's not. Intuitively, I'm not seeing it. Yes, he's making a lot of noises. And look at what's happening at CBS. It's failing, okay, or it failed. Yes, they're going to try to change CNN, and they're going to have a lot of opportunities to, if they can, what Fox is doing to some people's grandparents or young people. Fox has done it already. The notion that these people are going to follow in the same path, yeah, they're going to try it. And the notion that they're going to prop up Trump, it's not going to work. The horse is out of the barn. You can't, it's going to take a lot of effort to put that horse back, and I think that horse is gone. Okay, so they cannot help. Ellison, I don't care. He's a multi-billionaire. And let me tell you one more thing. Senator Murphy, and that's what I was thinking this morning intuitively, okay, they're going to break that thing up. They're going to wish, remember, my prediction, he and his family are going to wish they never purchased that thing, okay? Because, first of all, it's too late. For some billionaires, they think it's like we're still in the 1930s. You have barely a radio you can barely hear, with a lot of scratches in the background. Okay, you get information from one or two channels. People have many ways of getting their information. That's number one. Okay. Some journalists will find ways to finance their research, their inquiries. We're still going to get news. And today, with all those platforms that we have, the news is going to come out. And Trump and the people around him are not going to be able to achieve their goals. So intuitively, I feel Netflix made the right decision. They're going to find other ways to grow their market share, purchase other companies, okay? And intuitively, long run, Edison and his family will lose. First of all, they're going to be they are under a whole bunch of debts. They're going to have to cut out some of that. Some of those companies they purchase. That's what they do anyway. Okay. Yes, they're going to keep CNN just like Bezos bought the Washington Post, and billionaires still think that, yes, information is important. But the majority of this country don't watch Fox News. And it's because of one reason. I don't understand what they are thinking. Oh, we're going to buy CBS. We're going to make CBS like Fox News. It's going to fail. All those journalists, they're supposed that they're going to fire. They're going to find new ways. Look at Joy Reid. Look at Don Lemon. Look at, I forget his name. He was on CNN. He didn't get along very well with Trump. He's of Cuban descent as well. I don't remember his name right now. Okay, all these people, they are doing very well. They left. They are productive. I don't know if they're making, the millions they were making in corporate wealth. It feels like to me they're building. Rome was not built in one day. Okay. And they know how to build companies. Well, they don't have the experience, but other people have done it. There are other YouTubers who have built, once you start making a certain amount of money and you hire people to help you, I'm not there yet, I'm trying. I can't get there, but I understand how to do it, to grow it. They know. So the notion that Ellison and others, we're going to buy all the media and we're going to pump lies into the head of people. Good luck. My prediction is they're going to fail. And Trump and his enablers will go to prison. That's my prediction. And that 13-year-old stuff that's brewing in the background, yeah, that's another reason why. I believe I said that the other day because it's flashing in front of me. I've been saying, and some of you are saying, you must be crazy, this guy is never going to go anywhere. I was thinking about this the other day. That story, that 13-year-old, among other stories that had to come out, of those alleged abuse that he inflicted on some people. Those stories are going to come out, whether it's from us in this country or from other countries, or other people who have evidence of everything that happens behind the scenes. Yeah, it's coming out. So they better do it so that, at least they have control and they can come clean. But it's going to come out. So good luck to all those billionaires. They think money is everything. Yeah, money is good. I love money too. It makes life easier. Okay? But there's a limit. And the only thing that they look like a bunch of greedy, you can put any word you want after that. Okay? Nothing else. I'm not worried. As far as I'm concerned, they should dump more billions into that, employ people employ more people to work for them, because that's the next few years, they're going to regret it. That's my prediction. And the next major, I'm sorry, I started galloping without reminding everyone today's Friday. Please post your questions. I will answer them, but I wanted to talk about the hot news and give you my intuitive impressions of what I feel is coming. Predict the outcome of everything that we're hearing. But if anything, I feel Netflix is going to come out on top long term. The next reference is the election. And yes, we should worry. And I feel intuitively that's why I have been saying to all of you, Democrats have to keep their eyes on the prize. We have to prepare for any eventuality, because I don't know what Trump and Republicans are going to pull And to show that my concerns were, I was right to be concerned, is because I don't know how many of you heard, Trump has a group of people who are running around trying to find ways to blame China, or China meddled in the 2020 election, and give Trump some kind of proof, and then he can declare some kind of, I'm not quite sure, act that stop election or at least meddle in the election. And just like he did on January 6th of 2020, was it January 6th, 2020 or 2021? Okay, sent his friends to attack the House of Representatives. Let me tell you something, okay? I don't know how many of you watched MSNBC last night, and I don't remember if it was at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock slot, where they were discussing how the CWG guys, how well armed they are with automatic weapons of war. For what? It's because of what I've been telling you. There is no reason. I mean, police don't use, well, police have them in their cars. They don't walk around with a rifle, automatic rifle in their hands. Okay? Those guys, they work, with their military uniform thinking they're going to scare people. Camouflage, hard hat, the whole bet. It's because Trump and the people around him, remember what that guy said, Roberts, okay, from Heritage Foundation, he said, if liberals don't go along with whatever it is they want to do, there'll be blood. Well, that's why those CWG guys, to me, are the Makuts that we had in Haiti. And that's his private military, the Republicans' private military, in order for them to be able to do what they want to do. And intuitively, I feel like saying, they asked, according to DHS, or I don't know if it was Norm who made that declaration, or you don't, those camouflage guys are not going to interfere with the election. I don't believe it, okay? Because we know when Trump is really scared, he gets very desperate. And let me tell you, intuitively I feel, they have a lot of reasons to be afraid, to the point where they will do anything. And they've dropped hints. What those guys are doing right now, their behavior, okay, it's like a training ground. Trump was afraid, for whatever reason, to bring the military, to unleash the military, okay? So he decided to build their own police state, okay? So when the election, by the time November comes around, those guys will be familiar with how to go about intimidating people, taking control, and do a whole bunch of stuff. Intuitively, I don't feel it's going to work. Number two, it can be very dangerous for them because, I've said it before, the military can step in anyway. Remember, I said that a long time ago. I did not know how this thing was going to unfold. But intuitively, I feel, regardless of what X should think he can do, they will not let this country turn into Russia or China. They didn't spill the blood or that of their friends for that to happen in this country. It will be stopped. That's my prediction. And the other thing is, the way they're going about abusing a lot of people, I've said it before, there's going to be a price for it. They don't understand. When that time comes, Trump, Miller, Vought, and company, they're not going to be able to help them. Because it's going to be done at the state level, And if Vance take over, okay, he won't have enough control or any way to scare people. My guy won't be standing with him the way my guy is doing it right now. And by that time, my guy would be so disappointed in Trump and those people around him. And it has a lot to do with the economy, with the Epstein files, among a whole bunch of other complaints they have. Somebody in Texas, the news media interviewed, I believe it's MSNBC that interviewed him, about voting for one of the Republican candidates. He says he's not going to vote for them because they are Republicans. He's going to vote for the best person, as opposed to before he would vote for the Republicans. And he's an older guy, at least in his 60s. So that, to me, intuitively, that confirms what I'm getting intuitively. Like I predicted a couple of years ago, I said Texas and Florida will turn blue. Watch Texas. Okay? So, yes, Trump and everybody around him, they're trying to figure out ways to rig the 2026 election. It's going to get scary at times. According to legal experts, they don't, well, the Constitution is clear. He has no role to play in the election. And the founders had good reason for it because of people like him and the types of Republicans that we have today. It's not about the country anymore. It's about them, their career, their power, their money, how they make their money. I love the opportunity to make money too. But there are things you don't do. It may work short term, but long term it will come back to bite. And that's what a lot of Republicans are about to learn. They're going to lose their seats. And this is only the first iteration. Everybody you see in the Senate, Republican that is, and I mean some Democrats will lose their seats as well, but intuitively, like I predicted 7 or 8 years ago, the majority of Republicans, if not all, will lose their seats. Not in one cycle, but in the next few cycles. At least very few will be left. That's my prediction. Having said that, let me see if I... okay. All right. I think this is because I wanted to give everybody time to post your questions. Let's see. Ash and Greenwich? Okay. The other, okay, Craig Dixon says, not Craig Dixon, I'm sorry. Mary Johnson says, what's your take on the reason Epstein mentioned in Mexico is just now being demolished? I don't feel there is any correlation between that mention being demolished now as opposed to later. Because if you're demolishing something, anything that was hidden in there, let's say, for example, I know a lot of people are saying they may have bodies buried under there, unless you go yourself. Let's do logic. This is not even being psychic. I'm not feeling anything in there, okay, because there are so many ways to dispose of a body. Let me tell you something. Intuitively, as I'm saying this, remember Epstein had an island, and he had airplanes at his disposal. If he had bodies he wanted to get rid of, he's not going to bury them, okay? He's going to take them to the island with him and feed them to the, I'm thinking of the sharks, I'm thinking of the name in Creole or French. But yes, he just take them, take his boat, go, a few miles into the ocean and dump it. Let sharks eat it. That's it. I mean, there are a number of other ways he could get rid of a lot of evidence. So, and I never thought about that until now, as you asked me to ask the question, and it hit me. I never really focused on that anyway, probably because there isn't much there. But the worst evidence that anybody could find on government bodies and stuff like that. But demolition dimension, I don't feel has any bearings. From what I understand, some kind of billionaire bought it. So that's what I heard. So let me know what you guys think. Please post your questions. I'm scrolling up now. Jojo and M says supposedly Trump is trying to help the ex-Prince Andrew to move to the U.S. I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't feel that's going to help him. Girlfriend says, will ex-Prince Andrew make a deal to throw others under the bus like 45? I don't see him thinking of it as throwing others under the bus to save himself. It's more like, you better come clean. And maybe they will have pity on your soul. And they don't sentence you to some nasty number of years in prison. So that's what I feel. There's a very good chance he will explain what his relationship was with Epstein, among other things. Okay, what he experienced, what happened behind the scenes and all that, how things worked. I would not be surprised if he start doing that in England already. Let's see what happens. Carl Sturmguer says, have we completely lost the news media to right-wingers and Trump forever? No. Or can we get it back into the hands of people somehow, somewhere? Yes. Like I said a little earlier, and Senator Murphy, I agree with him. I was getting it earlier today, and I don't know when he said it, okay? But I heard it on MSNBC a little while ago. He said, he warned them. And Democrats have been telegraphing to people who think Trump is going to be in power forever and they can abuse their power. They're going to break up those companies. Okay? And intuitively, Americans are a lot smarter than that. People are not dumb. I mean, if you look at, Fox's audience, I don't know you guys but know better than I do. It feels like to me the audience is more or less static. Some people watch it because they think, some of their hosts are funny. They just go and outright lie. Those people, they know what's going on. Or they may just like a show, but they know because they've listened to other media outlets. They're not going to listen to 100% of what Fox, CBS, among others are going to say. And like I said, you have Fox and two other companies now that are fighting for, audience. And it seems like Fox is still king to me. The other two, I don't remember their names. They're just trying their best. If they're imitating Fox, that's basically what they're doing. And that's what CNN, they will probably turn CNN into. Intuitively, I don't feel they have enough viewers to watch. Otherwise, Fox would be a lot bigger. I don't feel Fox is going to grow beyond where it is right now. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. But no, to answer your question, Carl, they'll break them up. Democrats, they're a lot smarter. They know how to do it. I wish I could tell you. The only thing I know, the minute I heard it, I'm like, I'm not worried. They're going to break them up, among other things that can happen. and all those tech bros like Elon Musk and company who wants to take us back to the 1930s, oppress people of color, yeah, good luck to them. My prediction for Elon is still the same. He's going to turn into, I'm not going to say the word, you can insert it in there. Watch. One thing is, when, I think it was yesterday I gave the example of the people who they've done very well. First part of their life, and all of a sudden, they can't even scrape a penny off the floor. Scrape up a penny off the floor because, for whatever reason, they lost their fortune. Okay? I don't think Elon will lose everything, but he's going to be a miserable loser. Watch. Because he's going to lose a lot of money. His arrogance, his racism, okay? People are not going to want to associate with him. And everything for him, he has to get it for free. He cheats just like all the Republicans. That's why he fits well among them. Okay. Sean Gunner says, Milou, how do you think former President Clinton will do today? Oh, I'm not worried. In fact, I said that earlier. I don't feel he did anything it feels like to me Bill loves to socialize. And of course he loves women, but he got bit once. He doesn't want to repeat that a second time, at least not at his age. And I don't feel he did anything. And no one can say, and so far no one has said they were with Bill. I am sure if he had done anything, we would have heard about it. People have complained to the FBI about everyone. I haven't heard anything about. We would have heard if Pitt was. Oh yeah, they would. If he did anything, he would have come out. Yeah. I mean, he put himself in a bad situation. But when you have a good manipulator, we tend to judge others the way we judge ourselves. If you are an honest person, you treat people the way you would like to be treated, you try to do the right thing, guess what? You expect everyone to approach you to feel the same way until you learn different. Look at Trump. Okay? Everyone is cheating. Everyone is stealing. Everything is negative. It's because that's the way he is. So he thinks everyone is the same way. So he keeps projecting. Yeah. But Bill, Epstein was a pretty good manipulator. Yes. Bill is not perfect. I agree. I think he's a very smart guy. I love his intellect. I wish I was like him. But there's a side of him. He went a little too far when he was in the White House. Okay. And given Epstein, the way Epstein has been able to manipulate that many people, we all have our weaknesses. Okay, we are human, and things happen so we can learn. But in those arenas, unfortunately, when you make those mistakes, it's very costly. But I'm not seeing Bill in any compromising situation. So I feel Bill is going to do very well today. And if you remember when he says, what is the meaning of is something to that effect. You guys remember that. Now he's probably even better at the English language than when he was president, and now he's under less pressure. Because according from what I hear, he grew up not well off. Now he's better, he can think, he can relax, former president. And people love him. People still love Bill. Yes, he's one of the few president people still love him. So I think he's going to do as well as Hillary today. I don't think those guys have anything on him. Let's see what happens. I'm looking. Let me scroll down. Exactly. Felicia Gunthrop says Elon Musk will end up like Howard Hughes. Yeah. Elisa Mary says, wow, that's horrible, but you're right. But you're right. Sharks, even dropping the money. Yeah. I never thought about that until now when I'm like, they don't need to put anything with somebody. Because Epstein, well, for you to be such a good manipulator, you got to be smart, and you have to be able to think. You do something now. The only thing he didn't think he was going to get caught. Okay, I don't understand how. That's always on my mind when I hear about news of people abusing kids. Those kids are going to grow up someday. Like there's a pastor somewhere in Arizona or something like that was abusing a bunch of young girls. They're going to grow up someday. They're going to come after you. They're going to talk about what happened to them. These people think, oh yes, they're going to abuse some kids and they're going to get away with it. Nothing is going to happen to them. Nah, he's behind bars. So it's the same thing with Epstein. I don't understand, but how he thought he was going to be able to get away with this. But he's pretty smart. He knows how to set up people and how to take advantage of them. Yeah. So anybody, you would think Bill Gates would know better, right? Although he said, and I trust Bill Gates to a degree about what he says. Okay. Yes, he cheated a couple of times. From what I understand, he said with a couple of Russian women. But he did take part or partake in anything that Epstein was involved in. And unfortunately, he lost a good woman and his marriage. And it bothers him. It's very painful. When you find a good woman, you better treat her well. Yeah, otherwise, when she dumps you, man. And thank God she's doing very well, billions. So, yeah, Billy's going to be fine. Okay. Boudica says, Clinton says he would have turned him and himself and led the call for justice. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if Hillary does that. Yeah. So that's why, the minute they said that, and I was waiting. I didn't feel anything, but I was waiting for Hillary to speak. Because there are certain things she doesn't want to get involved in, it feels like to me. Carl Fern says, will federal attorney Rene Alex Acosta lose his attorney license from first Epstein case? Yes. He's going to lose a lot. Not now, though. All these things are going to be resolved once Trump is out of office. And my friends and a lot of people are beginning to come around to the prediction that I made a while back. I said they're going to have a body to go through, to prosecute and do all that legal work that's going to be needed to straighten out all these things in our country as well. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that's another reason why Trump and company, they're terrified, they're desperate, they'll do anything. And let me tell you guys, intuitively, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump tried to pull another January 6th. That's my prediction. Okay? I don't put anything past him. Well, that's one thing Epstein was right about. He's not a good guy. To save his skin, he'll do anything. And when he doesn't have to save his skin just to make money, he'll throw anyone under the bus. So, yeah. All right, I think I'll pick up the last question if this is one. Billy Rollins said people are ready to step into court as soon as he does something on elections. He has, as usual, no court case. Yes, I agree with you. Thank God for that, But you see, he knows that. He trust me. That's why I'm saying Democrats have to be ready, and Americans have to be ready for any eventuality, because he can pull or will pull under the January 6th, okay, among other things. That's my prediction. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilou.com, or feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. If you would like to donate, you can use my email address on PayPal or Venmo. So I would appreciate it. I will see. Also, please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all. Well, those who attend my Saturday evenings show, I'll see you there. Otherwise, and members, I'll see you tomorrow as well. Otherwise, the rest of you, I'll see you on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I appreciate it. Till then, bye.